Hello and good evening everybody, welcome back to 7th Gear Racing. Tonight we are at Australia, my favourite track. Looking forward to this race, should be a fun one. A lot of drivers do not like this track, but I disagree. Muddy Warrior is the first car out on track. There was a small delay for cars to get out, and sometimes I take that as a indication that could be rain in the race, but apparently there is none. So we'll go on board with Muddy Warrior for the first lap of the night. Did get pole here a couple of weeks ago. Where did he get pole? I think it was Japan, I want to say. Could have been Japan. So he is very much capable of being on the top spot in qualifiers, so pretty much everybody out on track. So here we go, man, on board with Muddy Warrior, coming round the final corner to start the first flying lap of the night. So quick turn one, be very tricky at the start. You want to be on the outside, and then the second DRS straight into heavy braking. Very easy to lose your car through here on traction on the exit and on the curbs. Flat out through there, trying to get as close to the curb as you can without touching it. Really tackling the inside curb, and then into the corner for the last time on this game. Won't be there next season. So this will be one long straight into the fast left right. Very easy to invalidate and very easy to lose it, as Muddy Warrior demonstrates. Usually you lose it on the curb on the exit, but that time he lost it on the second part of the chicane. Into the final few corners, very heavy braking traction zone here as you try and put the power down to the line, and it's going to be a nothing. Oh, 122.3. That was delayed, wasn't it? 24.0 for Bio on the mediums, and then Rhino comes in with a 21.8. Did very well in Tier 1 around here a few weeks ago. Hasbo 22.8. Born the championship leader, can he put himself up there? 22.1. So Rhino's still clear in the first few runs. Fizek goes P4. Decent lap. Also into the 22s. Joel and Thomas go in 22.8 and a 23.3 respectively. Fusion Gamer P7 as we lost Winnets. Let's quickly try and see where he lost it. Looks like the chicane. It is on the exit. Winnets does have a pole round here, but it won't be challenging that tonight. He'll be at the back of the grid. Charlie goes in P4. He'll be trying to close the gap to Vaughan in the championship. Next across the line is Fine Defender starting a lap. Let's see if Muddy Warrior's gone for another. No. So it is the AlphaTauri then of Toto on the mediums. Trying that, and we lost Paul in the exit chicane as well. So Winnets and Paul at the back of the grid for this one. Toad does a 24.9 on the mediums. Next to cross the line is a Red Bull. Potentially Rhino going into pits. It is. Finley has invalidated. lots of cars in sector 3 right now. So they're all on their in lap. And also the Mercedes of Thomas. Looks like he's had a spin out of the chicane as well. And also Fine Defender's gone at the chicane. So I say 4 drivers, 3 of them retired, has lost it at the chicane of death. On board with Tozo, let's have a look at that wreckage. They're right in the middle of the track. They're pushing too hard on their first laps. So let's find someone on a hot lap. I don't think anyone is actually. Maybe Finley, but he's on 2 laps on these sauce. Let's stay on board with him, and then we'll go to potentially Poe or who else is on a hot lap. Lenny is going to be on a hot lap soon. Lots more cars coming out of the pits now. So Finley's on an in lap, it looks like. Nope, he's just didn't turn his ERS on. And he still hasn't got it on, so I'm not too sure. Maybe he's forgot to turn it on. Or maybe just getting some laps in to practice, who knows. So I think Poe, well, was going to be your next one, but he's invalidated. Probably at turn 1. So I think the next one that should be on a lap then will be Lenny, who's just started in the McLaren. He hasn't set a time yet. I think he invalidated his first run. So we'll see how he gets on this lap. 9th in the championship for Lenny. Been on pole once in tier 3 at Azerbaijan. So look at them queuing up at sector 3, trying to want to give each other a bit of space. Oh, and then he takes too much of the first inside chicane there, and it invalidates again. So unfortunately he'll have to go again. So I think Joel potentially, or is it? No, it's Dylan. Dylan is the next one. Oh, and on board with Dylan, and he's lost it through the fast right-hander. Probably tagged the curb just ever so slightly, and that is enough for the car to spin around. Bio has invalidated his, so it is going to be Joel. He's 7 currently. Got a second to find on Rhino, but who's just been disqualified for going the wrong way. So Vaughan is now on provisional pole. A little bit of turn of events there. So Rhino gets his lap time deleted for going the wrong way. Probably just spun round and a game of like. So he was 3/10 faster than Vaughan. So here comes Joel to line, and it's going to be a small improvement, 2/10, enough for P4. So I invalidated. We are on board with Mighty Warrior next, and he's 3/10 up. This could be provisional pole coming up, and it is 21.7. Did beat Rhino's time as well by a 10th. 5 seconds next, but he has invalidated. Lenny, does he go on for another lap? He has, and this time he is going to settle up. And it is a 23.6, good enough for P10. And then Charlie is next, 2/10 up currently, and puts himself P3, half a tenth behind Vaughan. So it could be Bio next on a hot lap. Let's see how he does the chicane. This is the apex slide and gets caught on the inside curb. Goes for a little bit of a slide, but manages to stay on track. Throw the car in. And actually Bio's come in. Despite being 2 tenths up on that lap, so probably don't think it's going to improve too much. Well, had a very bad sector 3. It's 5 second proven, let's go on board. He must be, he's gone for another lap when his tyres goes a bit wide on the exit, keeps his time. And it's P5, which is pretty decent. Isaac 22.3. So still Muddy Warrior in the clear. So Poe's on a lap now. Let's see if we can get a lap in. But first it's going to be... well, it's going to be Poe next actually. And we'll do an onboard with someone else for their next hot lap. Potentially Caves, who's actually starting a lap. Let's go on board Kaiser. Nope, he's what's happening here? Has he hit the wall on his outlap? Not too sure. Anyway, he's in the pits, so back to Poe then. In the Alpine tonight. And does a 23.0. Goes P9. 5.5 minutes left for these guys to get a lap in. A lot of cars in the pits. Hasbro is on a cool down lap, or made a mistake there somewhere. So that means Fizek, he's on a cool down lap as well. So let's do it on board with Dylan, just starting his flying lap. There we go. Turn 1 does that really nicely. It's very hard to judge to that first corner whether to really attack that curb and hit it wrong. You do go flying off the track. So this is where he spun on the previous lap. A little bit more cautious that time. Still very nice. Attacking that curve once again. Decent lap so far. Into the chicane. Oh, misses the first apex, but now it's the second one. On goes the DRS on the next double right hander. Just got to try and stay in gear 4 around there and just hope for the best. And it's going to be, it's a decent lap to be fair, it's a 23.0. Good enough for P10. A couple of mistakes in there. Decent lap nonetheless. So Bio. Oh, Lenny behind spinning I think. What is that lap? Nope, just letting cars through. Oh, so Bio was 1 second up on his time. Validated again, really struggling with the track limits. Joel has been validated as well. There's a car behind Lenny. Who is that? Well, whoever that is in the wall. That is Fusion Gamer. That's the 6th person to hit or lose it in that chicane. Or 5th. I've lost count now. And he is into the wall. I think Vaughan is just behind. Let's see if he's on a faster lap. Got fined 3/10 on Muddy Warrior. He does like this track. go then. Can Vaughan take provisional pole? No, he can't. Into the 21 zone. Charlie just behind. Just starting a lap, I think. Isaac has. He's starting a lap. Kate is starting a lap. Toto starting a lap, so we're going to have to go all the way back to sector 2. Hasbro on a hot lap. So I think next one on the hot lap bin is Lenny. Let's see what's been said. Yeah, a lot of people hating this curve, but Lenny just going over now. Thomas just ahead on the outlap. He gets a little bit of dirt here, but he's going to benefit slightly from the toe. And it's going to be a small improvement. Stays P12 with Lenny. Charlie's gone for another hot lap here. Must be on a good one. If he's gone for the second lap, he does improve by 1/1000th of a second. Stays P3. Fizek gearing himself up for the final run. There's 40 seconds left. We have lost Thomas. Same place as Dylan. Lenny as well on the track there. Joe on our lap. He's got plenty of time, I think, to get around. Not sure if Muddy Warrior's going to make it though. Oh, sorry, it's Muddy Warrior just starting a lap. I was looking at the other Haas. We have Fizek round, so he's not going to be improving on a P5. So timer has ticked over. Vaughan is the only driver who can't improve. Hasbro currently P4 and goes up to P2 at 21.9. So still not enough to beat Muddy Warrior, but good lap from Hasbro. Poe is a Verde, so these guys are done. Charlie is done as well. He's not going to be able to improve. Dylan, it's P6. I didn't see that happen. A very good lap from Dylan. Finley looks like he's on a cool down lap. There goes Kay, so he's going to be the next one. Currently P10. And Kay comes to the line, and he looks like he's backed out that one. So maybe hoping someone pips him to that P10 position. Maybe Bio. Nope, he's backed out as well. Muddy Warrior doesn't improve, so I think that is it. Everybody is coming in. So there we go, Muddy Warrior on pole for the second time this season. Hopefully his connection can hold out. We can see what he can do for the full race. Grab a screenshot first and then we'll run down the grid. So here we go to Muddy Warrior on pole for the second time this season. Hasbro Alongside him in the front row, Vaughan, championship leader. Just behind him is his challenger, Charlie in P4. Fizek, a really good P5. Dylan, great lap. P6, Joel P7, Finley P8, Fuse Gamer P9, K's P10, Poe 11th, Thomas, Lenny and Toad RL, triple header there, and then Bio 15th, Paulie, Winnets, Fine Defender, all victims of the chicane of death, or curb of death, and Rhino got disqualified while he was on provisional pole. He did a 1:21.8, so you'd probably say he could improve on that and would have been potentially on pole position. So 7 minutes past the hour is the go time. It's going to be prediction time now. Let's have a look who can win this one. It's going to be a hard one to predict because Australia, a lot of these drivers do not like this track, and we've seen already in qualifying that it is a deadly one. Few cars DNF, and there's going to be a few safety cars, I reckon. So it's going to be down to luck and strategy, I think. Gonna go for a Muddy Warrior win from pole if his connection holds out. I'm gonna back up K's podium from P10, and also I'm gonna go for a what's anyone at the back here? Could potentially Rhino, potentially, even though he's P19. Showed a lot of pace in qualifying. To complete the podium is gonna be Vaughan, I think. So that's the podium prediction: Muddy Warrior, Vaughan, and Kays, I think. Let's see who's out on the outside of the track. Because at turn 1 you want to be on the outside. You don't want to be caught diving down the inside, otherwise you're just going to get turned into from the guys going fast on the outside. You're pretty much compromising in your own corner if you go for the inside line. Which is Fizek 2 loaded. Hopefully it hasn't broken the game. Although we're very used to it now. The last couple of months have been terrible. There we go. So strategy then, let's have a look. As you expect, most of the bottom 10 gone for the mediums. Also the medium soft is the faster one, but for me there's not too much difference in the strategy. It's a fairly hard track to overtake. I'd say this is the best overtaking opportunity here at turn 3. So that's what the game says. Soft to hard, but can do a soft medium fairly comfortably. Oh, and Dylan disconnected from P6, so he's going to be AI at the start. So here we go, round 8 at Australia. There's only 3 rounds left after this race. Vaughan has the championship in his hand. Dylan has rejoined. Fortunately, it's going to be a close one if he does get back into his car at turn 1 or not. So here we go then for round 8, and lights out and away we go. It's a very poor start by Dylan's AI. Hasbro down inside a rocket start, and he takes the lead of the Grand Prix. Vaughan down to P4, 2 Hasses, 2 and 3 as Fizek going around the outside. Then there's a crash at the back there. That's Fusion Gamer. A big crash into the wall there. As Joel and Finley are side by side here going into the turn 4. Finley has the inside line. No, Joel actually. I wasn't right the first time. Has the inside line and takes P6. Post had a good start as well. Lenny, fine defender, 5 places he has gained. But at the front here is Hasbro from Muddy Warrior, Charlie, Vaughan, Fizek, Joel, Finley, Poe, Dylan back in his car now, lost 3 places because of his AI. Lenny in the top 10 now. Kay's just behind as they navigate the chicane of death, and Toe much better exit than Kay's, so they're side by side burning the ERS, but Toe has the inside line and Kay's has to concede. Good move there from Toto. On the back here of Thomas on the back of Paul, sorry. Just shooting game at the back, unfortunately. Looks like he is the main victim, the only person coming in the pits. So here we hope for a safety car from here. So here we go, Muddy Warrior going for the move on the inside for the lead, and doesn't quite get the move done. But oh, let's get just left up. Let's see how much they're burning. As Charlie going around the outside of his teammate. There's 2 Hasses battle on, and Charlie gets past his teammate. Be careful, and they tagged each other. Muddy Warrior is round. His wing explodes on track and actually retires. His wheel's gone. That was a strange one. Strange retirement that. Unless he got hit by someone as they went past. But the two Haas drivers coming together there. And Willie Warrior for first DNF, the pole sitter. An aggressive move into turn 3 on lap 2. Didn't have the best of angle for the incident, but either way, as VSC and Lenny gets a drive through as lights go green. Very unfortunate. Just timing that slightly wrong. And it's a good getaway from Hasbro. DRS is enabled. So Lenny comes to do that drive through, and looks like Kays has had some trouble as well, with some damage. Hasbro still in the lead of this race. Right, 9/10 of a second. Vaughan, Charlie and Vaughan, Fizek, Joel, Finley, and there's an incident at the back here. Bio is off the track. Down 15th, Kays. On go the soft tyres of Kays. Hasbro looked like it crashed in the wall there, with Vaughan, the championship leader, has spun or had some sort of incident. He's got to be careful. And Thomas did very well to avoid a net. So this could be potential drama for the championship, as it's all happening at the front here. Dylan and his teammate find defended Toe as well in a battle here. Was a change for P2, Fizek up to P2 now, Joel P4, as Toe gets bumped off slightly by Find Defender and loses a bit of time. See what happened at the front here. Fizek has overtaken Charlie for P2, Joel just behind, and Hasbro sawing clear as things now 2.7 seconds up the road. So no damage for Vaughan, it looks like. He's down to P10 currently. Poe up to P6 now, but does have that penalty. We have another yellow flag, that's Bio again. He said he didn't like this track, he's got no wing at all. Lenny will pass him. So Fizek is the man to watch here. He looks like he's showing some very good pace. Cut down half a second out of Hasbro this lap. Hasbro not using any ERS, so we lose Toe at the chicane of death, and this could be our first safety car potentially. And I think we are going to get away with it. So no safety car. We have Fizek hunting down the leader, fastest lap of the race as well. And so Charlie just behind though with the DRS, but it looks like he's going to be comfortably ahead going into turn 3. Finley's having a good race in P5. Poe trying to keep up with the tier 2 boys, tier 3 team, not teammate but tier 3, fellow tier 3 driver behind Dylan, and a very good race as well. K's into the pits again. Well, my prediction for the podium is definitely out the window now, I think, as he's now at the back of the field with Bio. Charlie P3 missing out the DRS here, so it gives Joel a chance to attack. let's go on board. Philly getting very close to Joel as well. He's showing some good pace here tonight in the race. There's Vaughan trying to make up those positions, sets the fastest lap of the race. He's up to P9 now. As Lenny has lost it, and this one is going to be a safety car. Let's go on board with Future Gamer. Let's see if we can see the crash. It's a strange one to lose it there, but I'm not sure how he's just a bit too greedy on the throttle, perhaps. So the sauce you want to last. I want to get the sauce to about a lap. I can't remember what it was now. About 12, between 12 and 15, I think, and then go to the medium. So if I was one of the soft runners now, I think I'd stay out. But we'll see. So Hasbro's coming in. And so is Isaac, Charlie, they're all following. Everybody in the pits. Fine defender staying out on those mediums. He's going to take the lead of this race. Vaughan coming in as well. Paul thought about it, he's going to stay out. So interesting here, onto the hards, and well, they're going to last, but to be honest, the hards round here are really not good. But we shall see if they make them work. Fizek, Charlie and Hasbro on that strategy. Everybody else who pitted goes onto the mediums. Vaughan onto the softs again. Same with Joel and Thomas as well. You just think how easy it is to lose the car when you got the softs on. So just imagine the grip you have with the hards. So Fine Defender then is your new race leader. Paul is P2, and Rhino from the back of the grid now finds himself in P3. And Winnett's also up the field now after starting at the back on the mediums. Those four guys have to pit, of course. So Hasbro is your net P1 position. Fizek, Charlie is the top three in net position, but all on the hards, which, well, if they make it work, then fair play, but for me, that is a mistake. But also these medium runners, it's going to be very tough to get to the end of these now. I would have stayed out on the 5-lap old softs and just try and gamble on the safety car going out again. Because now everybody's bunched up together. We've got different strategies. The safety car breeds more safety cars. Someone to rejoin. I think that might be Keynes, who's got in problems again. At least he isn't desynced this week so far. Hopefully he can get involved this week. So in Tier 3, the last 3 rounds after this one is going to be Brazil next week, Singapore and Austria for the finale, and currently Vaughan is not scoring any points, so this is going to bring, well, if Charlie and Joel have a good result, Joel currently out the points as well. I'm not sure what's happened to Joel. He was up there behind Charlie. He's now dropped down to P12. I didn't see what happened to him. So the current 3 championship leaders are having the best of races so far. Thomas back in the pits, changing strategy to the mediums. No wing damage. Does say 7 laps behind, so I'm not too sure what's going on there. There we go, finally fixed itself. So here we go then. Lap 10 when they get round, 19 laps to go. Safety car will be in. Fine defender backing up the pack, and looks like he sent them fairly early. And we're very cautious around the last corner, not just spin. Trying to break the toe. Hasbro going to go for the early move, is he? I'll be careful on these hard tyres, they're going to be low on grip, especially in the early stages. Isaac trying to get past Winnets. Vaughan is past Dylan. Joel follows him through just about, avoids Dylan on the inside there. Not sure if Dylan made a mistake, but Hasbro has got past Rhino into turn 3. Isaac also get past Winnets. Look out for the guys on the soft coming quick, as Paul has DNF from P2. That's a very strange pace. Looks like he may have been put in the wall there by someone. It's not a usual place you lose it at Australia on your own. And Fizek has clipped the curb. He has had a fantastic race. Now Spencer Brown is back down at P14 now. Percentage hards are very difficult around Australia. No fine defender still leads us in. Looks like we have a Winnets train going on at the back here. 2.5 seconds to the top 3. Vaughan back at the 7th. Now he's got Joel just behind. So no DRS yet. All on ERS, and Vaughan's trying to find a gap. He doesn't find it, but it actually does around the outside. And with the more grip, gets the move done. Up to P6. Vaughan on the charge. So next in line is Charlie. Or potentially looking for a move down the inside there. We'll be patient as Winnett's still at the front of this train. Look at the difference in tyre grip here. Vaughan is all over the back of Charlie here. Round the outside he goes, and so much more grip on the traction. Now up to P4. He was racing Joel, and Joel's just been stuck behind his cars, and in fact he's actually bumped Finley there. Brakes a little bit too late. May have got wing damage, but I think he's okay. DRS will be enabled now as they drag race down to turn 1. Joel is ahead going into turn 1. Stays ahead for P7. Now Vaughan can start setting the sights on when it's ahead. He has used a lot of his ERS though on this little charge. Back with Byron Key is having a battle. Fizek Thomas trying to catch the pack up, but Hasbro is now in DRS range of the leader as Vaughan passes Winnets. Vaughan will have to pit again. It looks like Hasbro do not. He's doing a good job so far on these hards. Now Joel passes Charlie for P6. Also Charlie doesn't have to pit, but he keep up the pace. And I wouldn't discount Rhino for the win here either. He's in a very good position. He hasn't pitted yet, but by the time his safety car will change all this. And also, Hasbro picking up a 3-second time penalty. Rhino, did he touch the back there? Braking a little bit too late perhaps. And Vaughan on the softs has now caught up to the back of this as he cuts the chicane there. That's going to be a warning for Vaughan. No ERS left. It looks like he will be at the back of this queue, just being dragged along. Rhino, Hasbro, especially Hasbro, has a lot of ERS to play with. So Fine Defender still leads, and Vaughan, despite having no ERS, manages to get past Rhino. Well, I think Rhino missed the DRS detection out of Hasbro potentially there. No, maybe not, he did get... I'm not sure, not too sure. Finley around the outside of Charlie. Gets the move done. Charlie going for a little switch back, but on the hard tyres, not enough grip on the traction. Still all over the gearbox of Finley. So since the start of the restart of the safety car, Vaughan was P11 now up to P3. So just weaving, cutting his way through the field, and Hasbro next in line. Hasbro's gone for the inside to defend, but squeezes Vaughan, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that. So DRS in the name of Vaughan right on the back. Has Hasbro got the DRS? He does. Vaughan's got the slipstream. See, as soon as he breaks the slipstream, just not enough. He does make contact with Hasbro in front of that. No damage as Finley repasses Charlie. More P7. Vaughan try and round the outside again. The same move as before and gets the move done. So up to P2 now for Vaughan. Oh, and was that fine defending it? Very risky on the inside curve there. So Vaughan up to P2, but he does have to pit. He's going to be hoped for safety cars shortly. A few guys behind him not going to be pitting. Dylan Laters to pick up a penalty. He's currently P9. Kay's having a good comeback back to where he started. P10, he's on the back of this train as we go on board. He's got a little mistake at the chicane, and Vaughan taking the lead of the race. I did say Vaughan likes this track. There, he has been showing very good pace on those softs. So Rhino and Fine Defender will be coming in a few laps time, as Fine Defender getting battle here as Thomas retires at turn 1, and there is a safety car. That is what Vaughan needed. Rhino as well. So actually, it's actually worked. Well, it's not worked out well for Hasbro because he was going to the end. There's a chance to get onto the soft now for these guys. It is. Or is it going to be soft to the end? It's going to be tight. 3 laps underneath the safety car. Yep, I think softs is the decision here. I think everybody has to go on the softs now. It has really worked out well for Vaughan, just perfect timing. So you expect everybody to come in now. I'd be surprised if anyone stays out. What's happened here is a traffic jam at the pit entry. I don't know if someone tried to overtake there. May have caused a bit of damage to someone. Not too sure. We'll have a look at when all the reshuffles have done. What's going on here? Oh no. Oh no. We have a glitch, I think. So Dylan's P1, he's just overtaken the safety car. Well, according to my screen, I did see the green light on the safety car, so I'm not... Yeah, everybody's... Oh, it's getting confusing. Yeah, so for some reason the safety car is allowing everybody past. So hopefully now it will fix itself and Dylan will be collected by the safety car, and then the order is correct. As I was about to say, I thought it was going to be soft to the end, but Vaughan actually did a double soft, didn't he? So Vaughan has to go on the mediums. Hasbro, surprise, goes into the mediums. Fine Defender goes on the hards, which is I think that's the end of his race. Dylan now comes into pits. I'm not too sure why he did pit the first time. So Vaughan retakes the lead of the race. Rhino's on the soft, so he's, for me, looking favourite right now. Joel went back on the mediums. I can't, well, for me, I can't understand why anyone apart from Vaughan would go back onto mediums or hards. Vaughan did a double soft, so he has to go onto the mediums. The safety car has worked this time. I don't think anyone got damaged from that weird pit entry. I think everyone's come out in the same order. Caught up now. So I'd say, I think Rhino is going to be the favourite for this one. I should say, on the sauce. 10 laps to go. If he navigates Fine Defender safely. Just got to be careful, he's on those hards, he's going to be braking a lot earlier. Sure he's got the pace to challenge Vaughan and Hasbro both on the mediums. So here we go, and Vaughan not waiting around, he's already sent him. So let's keep an eye on Rhino, let's see the grip levels of Rhino compared to Fine Defender ahead. patient, or will he go for the early move? Doesn't want to let Hasbo and Vaughan get too far ahead. Hasbo with the penalty, Vaughan without. So still Vaughan in the lead, comfortably in the lead though, burning the ERS quite a lot though. Rhino now up to temperature, looks like he's back of fine defender. Just push him along now, and he's going to go for the move here. So there we go, good run from Rhino, and this is going to be the opportunity round the outside, just like Vaughan has done a few times, but fine defender. That was a bit weird. And there's a McLaren going wide there as Winnets, as they went side by side with Finley. So no way through for Rhino just yet. He might just be a bit more patient, wait for the DRS to activate, as he's fine defender just about going to fall out of that DRS range. Finley on the back of Joel for P5. These two have been battling for quite a while. Charlie down at P8 now. And the two Frenchmen, 10, 11, 5 on the back of K's. As there we go, Rhino off the track. Loses the place of Joel. Joel just sneaks through. This what happened there. Then a fine defender squeezed them off the track. There's I wouldn't panic yet for Rhino. He's still in for a very good chance. Also Finley in a very good position as well. He's just past Rhino for shot. So two leaders are now 2 seconds ahead of fine defender, who's doing a fairly good job, to be fair to him. Hasbo showing the early pace. Let's see what he's got versus Vaughan. And Vaughan's back up there. Joel looking racy, Rhino behind Finley. Winnets well on the sauce. Charlie just gets a 3-second time penalty there, that's going to hurt. So yeah, flag is set free. We have lost K's. This is potentially another safety car, and yes it is. Another safety car, as Poe didn't just about manage to get in the pits just in time. So this should be the last safety car now. 4, 5, or coming lap 25 probably. Will give us 4 laps of racing. Poe's come out on the mediums, which must be a mistake. On the sauce. Stick to their position now. I can't see anyone pitting, to be fair. Maybe Fizek onto the sauce, maybe Bio onto the sauce as well. They got not much to lose at this point. Maybe Charlie as well. He's got his time penalty, so he might as well try and do something on the fresh sauce. Everybody's staying out. Bio comes in, nothing to lose, same as Fizek. Not going to lose any positions, so might as well get fresh set of sauce on and just try and make things happen in the final 3 laps. So here we go, man. Vaughan leads this race, leads the championship. This will be an absolute huge step towards the title. With Joel currently P4, Charlie down in P7. It looks like Rhino has lost it on the start of the restart, unfortunately. Rhino's race done as, whoa, big penalties coming out. I think all those are going to be removed. I'm not sure what's happening there. Maybe Rhino, something to do with Rhino glitching out there. Everybody gets a 5-second time penalty who overtook him. We'll have to look back and figure out what's happened, but Charlie now DNFs. So no points for Charlie. Missed that one, didn't see what happened. Joel looking to get past Fine Defender. He's going to make the move down the inside of the chicane. Gets the move done. I think Fine Defender was wise just to back out there and get the better run. Let's pick some time penalty for Fine Defender. Looks to go down the inside, but on the hards it's going to be difficult. Right, up to P6 now on these fresh softs. Can he make them count? Dylan as well, up to P8. Good points. I don't think Rhino's in the lobby anymore. I think he's rejoined and must have got wing damage because his AI is pitting, unless no, just the AI being stupid by the looks of it. So at least Rhino can go for fast lap, even though he won't count for anything, but maybe just get the track. Oh, there we go. Poe for tyres, so now we can go for fast lap. We have a VSC this time. Poe losing it under traction there. So potential extra point there for Ryan if he gets the fastest lap. Potentially go for the track record as well. Let's have a look at that. Track record round here for tier 2. See if Rhino can beat it. We'll wait for the VSC to come in. It's a 22.9 set by Paul. As we are now back underway. So 24.8 is the fastest lap so far from Winnets. DRS enabled for the last few laps. Vaughan in the lead. He's the only one who got a penalty, but of course some of these 5 seconds will be removed. Let's keep it a thing, but looks like Finley, Bo, Dylan and Winnets and 5 sec all will get that 5 seconds removed. Probably won't affect anything too much because they're all in position anyway. But let's see. Vaughan's got to get no penalties here, and he's the winner. Hasbro's going to try and put the pressure on and make him go into that mistake. Joel picks up another 3 seconds. This will be a good result for Joel on the podium again. Hasbro back to form. So some good pace out here tonight. Lap 28, the penultimate lap. Here we go, and can we see any overtakes happening? Any late drama? Sec sets the fastest lap with 24.2, and then Rhino beats it with 23.5 on those fresh softs. So Winnets, he's fallen off the pace now on his 11 lap old sauce. He's settled in for P8. Hasbro putting the pressure on Vaughan, just trying to make him potentially get that extra warning. He could be on. Hasbro not the best chicane there. Was not confident. Maybe he's on another one off a warning. He does definitely got a warning there, so maybe not. There's Joel literally pushing him around now. He might go for the inside down. A bit aggressive. There's contact, and there's more contact. Hasbro spun round, and I've got to say, I'm not sure more room could have been given. It was an aggressive move by Joel, and I don't think Hasbro can be too pleased about that one. And he's actually lost it on the straight as well. DNFs. Rhino in the pits again as he... Not sure why he's pitted back onto 60 and lap old mediums. Fine defender. Looking at a podium here. Unless Finley has less penalties. Well, that's not going to help. Fine defender picks up another 3 seconds. So we could see potential Finley on the podium. Maybe even Dylan, who's currently P5. Had a really good race. It is round the last corner with championship leader Vaughan take home the victory once again. Had a really good drive after that early spin. That's his 4th win of the season. And the 5-second penalties come in, but they will be removed, or they'll probably just stay the same, to be honest, because they all get removed. They all stay in the same position anyway. So Finley gets the podium. Fine defender, really good 4th place. Dylan did get a few penalties that look like finished P7 in the end. Fizek comes home with P8, and Rhino last and finished, only 9 finishes tonight. So I have to work out the penalties at the end if anyone did gain or lose a position from those 5-second penalties, but I think most of the guys, we all got 5 seconds, so it doesn't change anything. So there we go, and Vaughan is your winner. Joel Finley on the podium, fine defender, Bio, Winnett, Dylan, Fizek, Rhino are your finishers. Hasbo, Poe, Charlie, Kays, Thomas, Paulie, Fusion Gamer, Lady Toe, Money Warrior are your DNFers. It's been a very good race. Tomorrow we are at Hungary again. That's the tier 1 and tier 3 calendar seem to be in sort of sync with each other. So that should be a good one, because that is a very close total battle there. I can't remember who's in the lead actually of that title. Tier 3 it is Paul, 74 points, and then we have 3 drivers joint 2nd place, Poe, Scotty and Unknown. So it is very close at tier 3. Hopefully you join us for that one, and shall see you then. Thank you for watching. Good night.